Hello children, today take pen and paper and write down the recipe for the cake that the protagonists of this week's fairy tale are going to make for us. We'll see you later. In a small town nestled among green hills lived a pair of mischievous twins called Jack and Jill. For them, a very special day was coming, their parents' anniversary. Jack and Jill wanted to surprise them with a delicious apple pie, but they had a problem. They don't know how to cook. Determined to make their parents happy, the twins decided to try anyway. So they set out to find a magic ingredient that would make their cake truly extraordinary. They wandered around the crowded market asking each seller for advice. Finally, an old baker directed them to an ancient herbal shop on the edge of town. There they met an old woman who told them about a mystical spice called star cinnamon powder. The legend said that this powder added a touch of magic to any recipe. Full of enthusiasm, Jack and Jill set out to find it. Their journey took them through fields of golden wheat and clear streams until they found a hidden cave. Inside they found the star cinnamon powder glowing in the dark. They collected just enough for their cake and hurried home. In their kitchen, Jack and Jill began their culinary adventure by following a simple recipe. In a large bowl, beat 4 eggs with 150 grams of sugar using a whisk. They added a little lemon flavor and stirred until they had a nice frothy mixture. Then they added 150 grams of melted butter and mixed well. Then they added 150 grams of white flour and 8 grams of baking powder. They whipped again until the mixture was smooth and homogeneous. They peeled and diced 2 apples and mixed them into the mixture with a wooden spoon. As they amalgamated the mixture, they added a sprinkling of star cinnamon powder, watching in amazement as the mixture began to glow with a magical light. They carefully poured the mixture into a buttered baking tin and decorated it with 2 more apples, peeled and thinly sliced. Finally, they mixed a tablespoon of sugar with the remaining star cinnamon powder and sprinkled the decoration on top. At this point, all that remained for them to do was to bake the cake at 180 degrees and wait for it to bake. While they waited, they stared at the oven door, admiring the surface as it baked and turned into a golden crust glittering with magic. Finally, after 50 minutes their cake was ready, just in time for the arrival of Mum and Dad. When their parents saw the brilliant cake, they were speechless with joy. Jack and Jill felt full of pride, knowing that their little adventure had created something truly special for their family. And as they savored a slice of cake together, they discovered that the magic of love is the most important ingredient of all. So kids, what do you think? I already have water in my mouth. I'm going to run and make this delicious apple pie. Make it yourself and tell me in the comments if you like it. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you soon. Bye bye.